everyone. We're 1 week into Season 1 of the War Within, and I wanted to see if we can already see a meta forming. While the data is still volatile and may change, it at least gives us an idea of how the season is starting out, focused on data rather than top player impressions, since most of us mere mortals pog our keys. Since this took more work than expected, I'll be splitting it up into melee, ranged, tanks and healers. And for data, I've used Arcane, Warcraftlogs, RaiderIO and WOWmeta. If you enjoy my videos, please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications for whenever I post something new. For ranged DPS, we're starting with Frost Mages. They're in an interesting spot at the moment. While they're not topping the damage charts, we've seen high-ranking players achieve impressive results, likely due to their ability to enable larger kite pools with their slows. In terms of damage, they're middle of the pack, but with the rising popularity and incoming debuffs in the next reset, we might see them climbing higher. For now, I'm placing them in the lower A tier. Moving on to Augmentation Evoker. This spec has proven to be an absolute powerhouse. The value they bring, both in terms of damage and group utility, is unmatched at the moment. Not only do they enhance DPS damage, but they also amplify the performance of tanks and healers. We'll have to see how this solidifies into the season, but for now, they earn to be comfortable in S tier. Next is Devastation Evoker, who are doing solid damage, especially in higher keys, where they perform similarly to enhancement Shamans. However, their popularity and performance drop off in the lower keystones. And with augmentation being so strong right now, I'm placing Devastation in the lower A tier. Arcane Mages, despite recent nerfs, are still doing high damage numbers across all keystone levels and maintaining a solid spot in the meta. They've earned their place in the lower S tier, at least for now. Elemental Shamans have started the season strong, but have since been surpassed by other specs, including enhancement. While they still perform decently in higher keys, overall I'm placing them in the highest of B tier. Balanced Druids on the other hand are seeing a rise in both popularity and damage, performing well across the board. Just this weekend I had them in B tier, but now they earned a solid spot in A. Next up is Fire Mages. As it stands, they're in need of some love, which they'll be getting with buffs to key spells in the next reset. At the moment, they're sitting in C tier, but I expect and hope they will do better soon. Marksmanship Hunters were doing well at the beginning of the week, but their performance has started to decline. They're still the most viable hunter spec at the moment, but with the recent drop in damage and popularity, I'm moving them down to B tier. Let's look at Destruction Warlock. They can dish out insane damage on large pools in higher keys, but this is pretty niche and their popularity drops in the lower keystones. Due to their potential in coordinated play, I'm still placing them in the higher B tier for now. Affliction Warlocks are doing surprisingly well this past week. Their damage is solid once they can ramp and they have good representation in the player base, earning them an A tier spot. Next is Shadow Priest. Overall, pretty middle of the pack. They perform well in higher keys and coordinated groups, however across the board, their damage isn't as competitive. And for that reason, I'm placing them in B tier. Demonology Warlocks are not performing well at the moment. Their damage lags behind and they don't offer much that other Warlock specs can't also provide. They'll sit at the lowest place in B tier. Lastly, Beastmaster Hunters have been struggling and don't offer much utility in Mythic Plus. They will be seeing some buffs soon, but for now they are in C tier. That wraps up my first week impressions for the start of this season. I've provided links below to all the resources I used to make this video. Keep in mind, the data will change as the season progresses, especially since we're only 1 week in. At the end of the day, it's all about playing what you enjoy. An experienced player who knows the C tier spec well and uses its full toolkit can easily outperform someone just going through the motions with a meta spec. Plus, there's something incredibly satisfying about outshining a meta player with a non-meta spec. So don't stress too much about tier lists, they're just interesting takeaways that give an idea of which specs to challenge. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe for more updates and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.